California, first of all. When I first graduated, I got my first job as an internship with Richard Tyler. He does couture work. You may want to look him up. He does couture work. He's from Australia. His dad was a tailor, so he became a tailor. But Richard Tyler done a lot of celebrities. He done some stuff for Delta Airlines and etc. But I got my first break with him. I was at the symposium in Los Angeles, and he saw my work, and he asked would I come be interested in doing an internship with him, which I did. Then from there, I got my first job at Jones, New York. Jones, New York, while I was in school, I applied for them as a job, and they took me straight from school. So I went up working for Jones, New York. Then from there, I went to Victoria's Secrets. I freelanced there for about 6 months, 7 months. Then from there, I got a better offer at DKNY. So I left there and went to DKNY. Stayed there for a couple years. Then I left DKNY and I went to Notori, who does lingerie, high-end lingerie. I worked with her for about 3 years. And then afterwards, Tommy Hilfiger actually, I went on a show called The Cut. I don't know if you remember that with Tommy Hilfiger. I was living in Florida at the time. I actually became one of the semifinalists on the show called The Cut. And I never just thought no more about it, you know what I'm saying? But overall, my experiences that I've got, all my experience I've got came straight out of New York. All my experience I got as far as fashion came out of New York. I worked in, like I said, the industry for a while. I also worked for private firms, like private fashion was when I picked up the W and I saw Iman on the cover of a W magazine, and growing up seeing an African American face, I was like, oh wow, I never seen nothing like that. So the first time I saw that, I was really, really ecstatic that people actually thought people with darker skin was pretty. So that's when, for me, fashion began to really take a note into my life from that point on. You know? So it's just been a journey for me. I mean, I wouldn't change anything about it, nothing about it. I love what I'm doing. I'm embarking into full figure, which I think is time, because I think it's so important that full figure have the right clothes. There's a lot of full figure clothes out there, but they're not right. And you want to make sure they have the right clothes. You want to make sure they have the right fit. Every full figure is not boxy. Even a full figure woman have curves. You got to learn to celebrate the curves and be able to embrace them without being ashamed to show them. Because I think that's a whole new market that's opening up, and it's going to get even bigger. Fresh air. And not only that, it's time. You know, I've been promising them for a very long time. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I kept my word, I'm keeping my word, so y'all can't bark at me no more. Okay, so now I'm doing it. So I am doing sizes starting from a size, my size for my full figure started from a size 14. No one is under 14. There's not even no 12. Up to a 20, I think Dory is a 24, because it's on the all plus models, no regular size models, which I'm excited about. And at the same time, we're gonna be recording this also live for a reality show, because we caught attention to a few networks that's interested in actually seeing what this is gonna be like live. Anything that's double digit, that's considered plus. So from a 10 on up in the fashion industry, consider as a plus, okay? Now, you have your plus size, then you have your full figure. Your full, you know what I'm saying? Your full figure gonna start at your full figure should start at 16s on up. Not no 14, no 12s, no 10s. No, they're just, those are plus. But then you got your full figure, which is bigger, larger. Going in a different direction as far as branding myself, as far as candles. I'm starting to brand myself in that way. So now Thomas Lavone will have a candle that we will be selling from only in this location. And also we're working on the men fragrant line as well. We're gonna start with the men first in this case. So if you're gonna say you couture, earn it. If you're gonna say you couture, breathe it. If you're gonna say you couture, walk in it. Until then, you just should drop the name, just say you do high end. And make sure if you're gonna do high end clothes, make sure your clothes are high end. You know, if you're gonna do high end, make sure your clothes is compatible to Ralph Lauren. If you're gonna do high end, make sure your clothes is compatible to St. John Knits. If not, then you're not high end. Because those people are claiming to be high end, and they're not saying they couture, and they do have couture pieces they can do, I'm pretty sure. If they're not, how you gonna come along with a dress in your hand with threads and you're gonna say you couture? We need to make sure we educate ourselves, people, because we make ourselves look really bad in that case. So please, 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 designers, educate yourself and know it's okay. The most important thing I found out about me, I know I belong, and I'm not gonna let someone else put me in a spot where I know I don't belong. Like, for example, immediately they see me as African American, they won't say I'm urban. But when they see my gowns, they're like, oh, wait, they'll pull back and change their mind. You can't automatically assume that somebody's urban because of the color of their skin. That's still, we need to stop as these work with models. We don't own no models as designers. Models should be able to work for whoever they want to work for. Now, if you have your house models, you have an agreement with your house model, that's something differently. Even with that, they should be able to work for whoever they want to work for. I mean, some of the things we're doing is a waste of time as designers and people that's trying to get into this business. I want us to do things by the right way. As me working in the business for over 15 years, I've seen some things that proper protocol that we do and some things that just fall off. Proper protocol is so important in this business. You know, I had a situation where I told someone to bring your business card. I don't need no business card. I got my iPad to show my work. The person walked up to them, asked them for their business card, and guess what? They didn't have one, so the person walked away from them. You had a chance to do some makeup for somebody, but you lost that opportunity because you didn't have no business card. It just don't make no sense the way some of the people want to think nowadays. You have an iPad versus you don't have your business card. You know, you don't even have a website, but you want somebody to hire you. Come on, really? So, you know, the reason why I really wanted to do this interview is also to educate hair pulled away from your face so people can really see you, a nice top. Those of the basic Calvin Klein look with high heel shoes with a tank top like that would be awesome to walk into a casting call with. If you don't have that, jeans, fitted jeans, high heels with a nice button down blouse. You know what I'm saying? Tied at the neck. Bishop sleeve. That looks really great. Hair pulled back so they can see your face. We need to see your face. You come here with your hair all pulled over your face. You got braids everywhere, or you got this going on. No comp card. You come here. I'm a model, and you don't got. You want to be paid, and you're just a mess. So before you even start coming to these casting calls, look at yourself in the mirror and say, do you think you really can go to a casting call and be professional the way you look? And you can honestly ask yourself yes, then and you know what you're talking about. And for a comp card, I'm gonna look at your personality. I'm gonna look at the way you walk. I'm gonna look at how you carry yourself with other people around. I'm gonna look at all that before I consider my models. So full figure models that's coming up, 'cause I am doing the show, casting coming soon. Full figure. Have your comp cards. You don't have a comp card, I'm not letting you, I'm not seeing you. I don't care who you are, I'm not gonna do it. I need a comp card. Secondly, I need from you is confidence. Thirdly, I need from you is actually the ability to be able to shoot an editorial shot. Because like I said, when we advertise for the Full Figure Fashion Show, I do want to, when we do the casting, I do want to turn around and do a flyer with that whatever model we choose to be on that flyer, along with Doria from Jersey Licious. So we're gonna do a shoot. You're gonna do a photo shoot with them, whoever we choose. Now I don't know who it's gonna be. I have no say so. Again, we may put it up and do a contest over it. I don't know. We'll figure it out along the way. But you will be shooting for the flyer with Doria from Jersey Licious. So make sure you bring your A game when you come. So I really just make sure you make yourself available so you can learn. Because the key thing is that we don't want to learn. We know it all. We don't want to learn. I had to learn so much. I worked in this industry for 15 years before I decided to branch out on my own. 15. Now you got somebody coming straight out of college, and now you're gonna tell the world what they can do. You need to get some experience. You need to get some background behind you. Even with your models, same thing with the models. Do your research. I tell them everything they need to know. You can go online and look on the Tyra Banks. Everything, Tyra Banks laid it out so easy for them nowadays that you can't say you don't have the information. You can't even give me a strong look in your face, but you can look it up online, but you had enough time to go on Facebook to clown with your friends. Working a lot with a lot of music industry now, like we just did CL Smooth album. So we're getting a lot of people from the industry want us to revamp their album covers. So, and they also asking for models for videos now. They don't want the way they just do the videos with the models with all these flesh showing and everything else. They don't want that. They want high class models now, runway models now they're looking at.